Hello, my name is Paula Reeder, and welcome to this virtual Sunday reflection. Knee-high by the 4th of July is what I hear from those visiting the Giving Garden this year. Whatsoever You Do has planted the garden at the House of Hospitality on Velp, and our sweet corn, I think, will be knee-high by the 4th of July. The purpose of the garden is to produce fruits and vegetables for local shelters as well as low to no income neighbors. As you may know, Whatsoever You Do is dedicated to fostering the growth of the whole person through relationships, and our Giving Garden is a wonderful opportunity to help foster those relationships. My appreciation for the garden has grown this year. Pulling weeds, watering, turning over the ground feels more like an opportunity than work. A sense of accomplishment and understanding seems to be growing within me as I watch the garden transform and produce vegetables. I cannot say that I've always felt this way about the garden. In the past, it's felt like more work than enjoyment, something that I've had to do. And I was really just going through the motions, not really enjoying what I was doing. In this week's gospel, we hear of two different miracle stories. Today, I'd like to focus on the woman who had the hemorrhaging for 12 years. This woman who had been hemorrhaging for 12 years was seen as unclean. No one could be with her or even near her, and if she were to touch someone, that person would be seen as unclean. She lived alone, isolated from others, dead to life, going through the motions, feeling shame, unworthiness, and fear. Yet the woman's story shines the light on her faith, courage, and persistence. Her spirit and willingness to see truth and her compassion in finding the deep meaning of love transformed and prepared her for the moment when she reached out to touch God so that she would be healed. To some degree, many of us could relate to this gospel story. Take the pandemic, for example. How often did we feel alone and isolated, living with a fear of having other people in our lives? How often does the anger in our lives isolate us from those we love? How many times do we go through the motions of life, experiencing the emptiness? We are called to grow the seeds of faith that reside within us. Our relationships and experiences become the strong roots needed in weathering the storms of life. Recognizing our unworthiness is reaching out to touch God so that our lives may be healed and transformed. Give thanks to God for all the unconditional love that He continues to pour out to each and every one of us. May your week be filled with peace and joy.